Hey, welcome to day 3 of Advent for Moms. We are talking today about hope for the weary. And we just kind of want to reestablish the fact that when you are tired, that God holds hope for you. And that our weariness as moms is real. And Advent is about the hope of the world drawing close to you. So let's just talk about December for a minute and this month. The days can feel heavy, overwhelming. There's too much to accomplish in the daylight hours. The dark and the cold of December can make the days feel depleted. And yet, Jesus, the Son of the Father, is born for you. We are going to look at Matthew 11:28 and through 30. So I'm just going to go ahead and read this for us. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. So this is tucked into chapter 11, where Jesus has been talking with some people and sort of denouncing other cities and miracles that had been performed. And this is where he steps away and he's praying to his Father. And then he says these words. And they're just sort of a beautiful note and picture for us. So this idea of taking his yoke upon ourselves and learning from him, it's a picture of oxen. So there's 2 oxen walking next to each other, plowing a field or doing whatever work the farmer has them doing, and they are yoked together by this very large wooden harness type of situation. And it's about him guiding us through that work. So he is gentle and humble, he says, and as the lead oxen, he knows exactly what to do. He knows the work that needs to be done, and he is not driving and pulling us through this field against our will in sort of this domineering, I know what I'm doing kind of fashion, but he is a teacher and one who is gentle and kind and is not going to go faster than we can handle. He's not going to trip us up. He has all of the knowledge, and yet he is humbling himself so that we can be taught and we can learn and grow. And if you think of the relationship between parents and children and mentorships and apprentices, there's always a master, right? Someone who knows exactly what needs to be done. But for the sake of the student, you withhold all of your knowledge and you allow them to sort of stumble through and fumble and figure things out, because that's to their benefit. Because as you make mistakes, you learn more. You learn, well, this doesn't work for this situation, and then it recalls memory, and we don't make the same mistake because we've already been down that road. So we try something new, and then all of that information is there. But the master is there as a gentle guide and protective source, so that if we're about to make a fatal mistake, he's not going to let that happen to us. He will step in. But he has all of the knowledge already. And that is the picture of this, is that his yoke is easy and his burden is light, because the result of the work does not rest on us. It rests on him. It is his work accomplished by him through us. And so we are supposed to be there alongside him, learning and doing the work, but the result of that work is not up to us. And that is part of the reason that we can rest, and the reason that his work is, or his burden is light, is because it's his burden, and he is not putting that onto us. We are supposed to come alongside him and allow him to guide us into these good works. So in our day-to-day life, the everyday work that we are doing, He is there. He is here with you, alongside you, helping you to accomplish the mission. And let's look at these words that are used in just these couple of verses. So it starts off with being weary and burdened. But if we look at the rest of the words, all of the action words are to rest, to learn. He's gentle, humble. There's the word rest again, easy, light. Those are the rest of the words that fulfill that verse. And it's such a contrast to the first two negative words of being weary and burdened. Everything else in that verse is like a counterbalance to the benefit of being with Him. And so, as a final thought, we want to be able to release what we are carrying and to give that over to Him. We want to yoke ourselves to Jesus to let Him guide our next steps. So through this season even, that still applies through all of the everyday tasks that we're trying to accomplish and to the beautiful and hopeful things that we are trying to accomplish. And through all of that, we can get wearisome and feel overwhelmed. But He has not lost sight of the vision that He has, that you have for your family. And that this cold and dark December is maybe meant to remind us to stop. Through the cold and the dark, we know we're not outside as much. It feels like we shouldn't be out. When it gets darker, I don't know, maybe that's just me. It feels really weird to be out at 6 o'clock at night because it's so dark already. And maybe it's supposed to be a season to remind us to rest. And as humans, we try to keep the same momentum that we had during the summer, the sunlight and the work and the busyness. And maybe it's supposed to be dark and quiet on purpose. And that's okay. So as you go through your next couple of days, remember that there's hope for you and that Jesus has come in the darkness on purpose. It was such a quiet, unlit event in the middle of nowhere with not even like an announcement to anybody except for other shepherds. And that itself is a beautiful picture. If we think about who Jesus came to be as our shepherd and that those are the people who got to know first. I mean, that is so thoughtful of God to put that in there. And it's just a beautiful reminder of who He speaks to and when, and that we want to be attentive and looking to Him this season. I want you to know too that I have a free resource on my website. It's a Psalm 23 hand lettering guide, and it's just a free downloadable print that gets emailed to you when you sign up. So if you go over to jaylinco.com, you'll be able to scroll down on the homepage and find where to sign up for that. It's just a free gift for you. All right, I will talk to you soon.